Today I'm going to show you how to do the Kitchener stitch to close your heel. It's a nice way of grafting that doesn't leave any bumps. And you initially want to start, here's your tail from your work. You want to break off the yarn and leave a little extra length. And that should be on the rear needle. Now you start by inserting your tapestry needle into the first stitch on the front hook in front of you, or front needle I should say, just as if you're going to purl. Then you're going to go to the back needle and pick up a knit stitch as if you were going to knit. Now you can begin to start to slip needles. So what you're going to do is bring the tapestry needle through the first stitch on the needle as if you're going to knit it. And now you can slip that off, purl through, or insert your needle as if you were going to purl on the second stitch on the needle, leave that on the needle. Now you go through the back stitch as if to purl, and you can slip that off, and then knit, insert as if to knit on the second stitch on the rear needle. And that's basically how you proceed with the next row. So on the front stitch, every time you insert as if to knit, you can slip that stitch off the needle. Then you purl, insert as if to purl the second stitch on the needle. On the rear you're doing the opposite, so when you insert the needle as if to purl, you slip the stitch off, and then you insert as if to knit and leave that stitch on the rear needle. So once again, we're going to take a snap. That stitch, whoops, comes off. Insert as if to purl. This one slips off. Got to remember not to forget to knit it, or equivalent of knitting in to the next stitch on the needle, but so you don't accidentally pull something off. Whoops, forgot that one goes forward. Trying to keep my hand out of the way. It's very hard to film and stitch at the same time. You can see it's beginning to graft like that. Almost done. looped funny. Almost done. One needle down, one needle through the back. Whoops. And that's it. Let me show you what this stitch looks like up close. Okay, so try to get that to adjust and focus is fun. But what you've got looks like a nice little knit stitch. And there won't be any irritating row of stitches to drive you nuts. And you just tuck in your tail into the rear end and weave it like you would any other tail end, and you're done. You got a sock.